This is lesson 1 of term 4 on Introduction to Programming and Scratch. So I just wanted to show you how to do the A4 worksheet if you still weren't sure. So in here there is a link to the base project. If I click on that, it should take me to the base project. Now, if you are logged into Scratch, you should be able to remix this. And that will mean if I click on, so I'm logged in here, I actually logged in ahead of time. I can remix the project, which means I have my own copy, which means it will save anything I do, which is definitely what I want. So you are presented with this code. I might zoom out a little bit. I love the new Scratch 3. So you're given a load of blocks of code and you're given these subroutine headings. So what we really, so let's go and have a look at the worksheet now. So the first thing you have to do is move the blocks into the correct sequence so that the lyrics to the song are in the correct order. And so these are the sub-blocking headings. We're going to move these down here because it's not really telling us about those yet. But we are calling those subroutines over here. So if I click on, so the lyrics are kind of been spread out for you. Now you can pull them in on my blocks and you can see the blocks here, but they've kind of laid it out for you. So the song basically goes Frère, Jacques twice, then dormez-vous, then sonnez la matines, ding dang dong, ding dang dong. So that's what that does. Now at the moment, if you run this code, it's going to call that Frère Jacques program, but that's over here. It doesn't really do anything yet. But if I play that, like, it works, but it doesn't really do anything meaningful yet. So we have to do the next bit. Task 2, make the subroutines. So if I'm in Scratch, if I click on a block, it kind of runs it. So I'm going to click on this block here. Okay. So what we've got to do is listen to each block and figure out which lyric it is. So that, yeah, cool. I can't believe I sang on a video that I'm actually going to put out on public. So there it goes. That's that one. What's this one? Dormez-vous. Okay, there it goes. Next one. Ding dang dong. There it is. And the last one, hopefully, is Frère Jacques. So I'm going to dump that onto there. So now I've got 4 subroutines. Each of them is a chunk of the song. And then this function here, that when you click on the green flag, is going to call the Frère Jacques subroutine twice, then dormez-vous, then sonnez la matines, then ding dang dong. So if I run it now, you can see it's highlighting it as it runs it. So it's highlighting the code it's running. So we listen to that. That seems fine. Now we need to make it make a round. So this is where, like, if you had 2 groups of people, one of them starts singing the song, and then as they get to the end of the first bit, the other lot start chiming in. And they're kind of singing over each other, but the song's designed to make that sound not horrendous. So what we're going to do is right click on the set instrument and duplicate, and look, it's duplicated the whole block below that point. And I'm going to use a broadcast to trigger the second round playing midway through the first round. So I go to events, and I think it has all this in the worksheet, by the way. Yeah. So we're going to do broadcast message 1. I could just leave it as that, and then when I receive message 1, do the business. Can I actually rename the message? Because that's just like not a very good name for a message. No, maybe not. Broadcast. If I do new message and say start round, just for like purity, okay, because message 1 doesn't tell me what it does. So now it's going to start this code. When it's done Frère Jacques, it's going to broadcast start round, which will kick this off. But then this function will keep going with the song, but this second one will start with the song at the different point. And so let's see what that sounds like. That's worked very nicely. I quite like to have a drum and bass version of this, like a bit fast techno. So what I'm going to do, firstly, I'm going to speed this up and set the tempo to like 140. So let's see what that sounds like. See, that's ended up a right old mess because there's a fixed wait here of half a second. Because that wait is not taking any respect of the tempo, I'm going to replace that with a rest, and I think it's intended to be half a beat because then you've got like 2 whole beats there. Seems likely that would be a whole number, and another rest for half a beat. Let's see if that's a bit quick, isn't it? Maybe we could slow it down a little bit. 110. There we go. Let's go. Excellent, that will do. So that's the Explorer task and everything done using broadcasts, but also using subroutines to mean this bit of code doesn't need to be repeated a lot.